Well, there's now a frenzy over the possible sale of the Commanders, and several reports surfaced in the last 24 hours linking big names and powerful names to wanting to buy the NFL team from embattled and longtime owner Daniel Snyder. DC News Now's Leonard N. Fleming spent the day getting more information on the list of potential suitors, and I can imagine there's a lot of people who want to buy the team.
That's exactly right. Nothing like the potential sale of a major sports team to bring out the big names. There are reports that Amazon founder and Washington Post owner Jeff Bezos, along with rapper Jay-Z, are interested in media mogul Byron Allen, who wants to buy the team. Surely more names will surface in the days to come. With Daniel Snyder exploring the options of selling the team after 23 years, there are those business titans lining up to make their pitch. The big names attached to reports who want to buy the Commanders have always wanted to buy a professional football team. Jeff Bezos has eyed joining the NFL owners for a few years now, which was likely a factor in his partnership with the league to air Thursday night games on Amazon Prime. There are reports of music mogul Jay-Z's interest as well. He has an ownership stake in the NBA's Brooklyn Nets. Another bid is expected from media mogul Byron Allen, who wasn't able to purchase the Denver Broncos. He stated he wants to be the first majority black owner in NFL history. A source who knows Allen well says becoming an NFL owner is a serious venture, but buying into the exclusive club of the NFL owners isn't easy. This afternoon, I talked to George Perry, a sports management expert and a professor at George Mason University's School of Business. He once worked for the team as a VP of strategic marketing.
How difficult is it for potential owners to try to buy a NFL team?
The group is small because they've got to be billionaires, basically, or a group of billionaires. They are going to go through the process of making sure that they're financially secure, but also looking at character issues and things like that. As much as the NFL can, they're obviously very concerned. Although their actions don't always show that, but they're very concerned about their brand and who they are. And the other challenge is, look at the owners that are there, right? You've got a lot of old school, older white males that have, been in the league for a long time. It all comes down to the highest bidder and then convincing 24 out of 32 owners to approve that person based on kind of their financial stability and their character.
Of course, Snyder would have to approve of this sale too, and he's been a difficult one to predict, but many say he's running out of options. Leonard N. Fleming, DC News Now.